Hi, I'm Professor KK, your own Stata professor. Do you want to learn Stata but do not know where to start? Are you afraid of its commands? Do you think that it is too difficult? Then you are watching the right video series. I am going to teach you Stata easily, quickly, and without tears using its extensive menu system. This is Introduction to Stata using menus in 28 lessons. In this video, you will learn the dialog box of Stata and how to use Stata as a big calculator. When we instruct Stata to do something, Stata shows us the results in the results pane. But how to instruct Stata to do something? There are three ways of giving instructions to Stata. These instructions are called commands. The three ways are the dialog box, the command editor window, and the do file editor. The dialog box route is the easiest for the beginners. This is because you do not need to know the exact Stata command to perform a particular task. The dialog boxes take care of that. Each dialog box corresponds to one Stata command. The first dialog box that we are going to learn lets us use Stata as a big calculator. To activate this dialog box, you go to the Data menu and then to Other Utilities at the bottom. In the resulting sub-menu, you go to the first item, which is Hand Calculator. When you click on that, a dialog box appears. The overall structure of all Stata dialog boxes are the same. At the top, you have the title bar, which shows you the exact command that Stata is going to implement through this dialog box. Here it is display. At the bottom, you have 6 buttons. On the right hand side, you have 3 buttons. OK in the middle, cancel, and then submit. On the left hand side, you also have 3 buttons. At the extreme left, you have a question mark, which is basically the help button. In the middle, you have a circular arrow button, which is the reset button. And on the right of it, you have the copy to clipboard button. In the middle of this dialog box, you have the expressions field. This is where we will create the mathematical operation that we want to carry out. The difference between the OK and the submit button is that once we have created the mathematical expression in the expression field, if we press OK, Stata carries out the mathematical operation and then this dialog box disappears. But instead of that, if we click on the submit button, then Stata carries out the mathematical operation, but the dialog box still remains open. We can then press the reset button, which will clear out the expressions field and create another mathematical operation here that we want to carry out. Let's type a mathematical expression here. We will type 2 plus 2 and then we will click on submit. In the results window, two things appear. First is the command line that Stata saw when we use the display dialog box. This is what we would have to type if we were typing this particular command. So the command here is display followed by a space and then 2 plus 2. The next line is the result. If you want, you can pause the video right now and carry out a few easy calculations for your practice. Let's now see what happens if we press the copy to clipboard button. The 2 plus 2 mathematical expression is still there in the expressions field. So now I am clicking on the copy to clipboard button. I can now paste it anywhere. For example, I can paste it in the command editor window. So right click on the command editor window and then click on paste. So as you can see, the entire command line along with 2 plus 2, that is display space 2 plus 2, appears in the command editor window. If I now press the enter button in my keyboard, this particular command gets executed by Stata and we see the result in the results pane. As you can see, whether we execute the command from the dialog box or whether we execute it from the command editor, there is no difference. In both cases, it is the same command and the result is shown by Stata exactly similarly. Let's now do another more complicated calculation. We want to take the logarithm of 500 and add the square root of 3 to that. We have to first reset the dialog box. So we click on the reset button. Now to do this more complicated calculation, we will use the inbuilt functions of Stata. To bring out the inbuilt functions of Stata, we click on the create button, which gives us the expressions builder dialog box. We first expand the functions list on the left hand list. There are many more things here which we will come to later. Since both log and square root are mathematical functions, we have to look into the group called mathematical. Stata functions are grouped into several groups. These are date and time function, matrix function, programming function, random numbers function, select time span function, statistical function, string function, and trigonometric functions. So first we click on mathematical function, and that brings out the entire list of available mathematical functions in this middle list. From here, first of all, we have to find out the logarithm function, which is the ln function. So we double click on that and the ln function comes into the expression builder field. After that, we type plus and then we figure out where the square root function is. This will be at the bottom of the list. So we scroll down and find out sqrt, which is the square root function. So we again double click on the square root function and that also comes to the expression field. Now we have to replace the first x by 500 and the second x by 3. Once we have typed 503 as we need, we can press OK. And as you can see, this new mathematical expression now comes in the expression field. Now we click on submit and as you can see, just as before, the result appears in the results pane. So log 500 plus square root of 3 is approximately equal to 7.95. There you have it. In just a few minutes, you have learned how to use Stata as a big calculator and also the general structure of Stata dialog boxes. In the next video, we will learn how to load an Excel data file and also a CSV data file into Stata. So stay tuned. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, hit the like button and the notification icon so that you do not miss any of these videos. And as always, keep learning. Thank you for watching.